Hi everyone, how's it going? So welcome to my channel. I decided that I would do this mostly, this is going to be as much for me as it would be for anyone else because I am very much I guess, makeup enthusiast, but I do tend to over purchase makeup if I'm not careful, so there's that. I decided that I would start doing the Project Pan, and I don't exactly have the greatest setup. I have a spare bedroom here where I have my little makeup area and my computer, and pay my bills in here and do my makeup, and it's also a guest bedroom, so it's kind of a multitask room, and I'm using my camera, and the lighting is not the greatest, so just bear with me on that. But that being said, there are some things that I recently purchased that I thought would be interesting for you all to see. I'll just start with this. This is the Patrick Ta. It is the Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo. This is in She Sculpted, which went out of stock a couple times before I actually got it. And I thought, wow, it must be really good. And here's the thing about this. First of all, I don't use a lot of cream products, but I do like the idea of using a cream contour and having a bronzer and in this convenient packaging. And that's what's great about this. Otherwise, first of all, I don't think it's dark enough for me. I don't know if you can even see it. And second of all, not only is it not really dark enough, but I'm just not impressed with it. I'm not blown away. I like the contour, but the bronzer is kind of like, like I could take it or leave it. So, I'm seriously considering returning it because it did cost, I think it was like almost $50 or $50, somewhere around there. I could be mistaken, but it wasn't cheap, and it's kind of bulky, and I like it, but I'm not like, oh my god, this is so great. It's just I like the combination of the contour and the blush, and I think that if other, I hate to say this, but more well-known for their quality companies would do this kind of thing, I would definitely be like on it like white on rice. So I wanted to share that with you. I do like it. I think it's good, but I personally don't think it's dark enough for me, and I'm just not blown away. I'm just not like so impressed with it. Another thing that I recently got, which is not new, but I wanted it. It's the Mini Zendo palette, and um, you know, it is what it is. I like it, but I just ordered the Pat McGrath Divine Rose one, and I feel like with this being $25, I would rather just return it, and that is because the colors in here, the pink shimmer is like, you basically can't tell you have it on. The silver is really pretty. The dark is too dark for me, honestly, for something on the lid. So I wish that it was maybe not a shimmer. And then it has two mattes, and I like the mattes, but one's too light and one's too dark, and that's just for me personally. I have the reason why I got it was because I have a couple of her other ones, and I'm not crazy about any of them except this one, and this is the Mini Retro, which I'm really surprised they haven't done a retro palette, but this is the Mini Retro, and I freaking love this palette. Like, I use it all the time, and I can use it for work, and I can also use it for, you know, just a Saturday not doing much, or I can go out in the town with it, you know, whatever. And that was why I bought the Zendo, because, you know, I thought, well, they will go amazing together. And they do, but for $25, it's just not like, oh my God, this is my ride or die. Another Natasha, so I'm probably going to send it back. The Natasha Denona Mini Star palette, I like this, but it is dark. I haven't played with it now that I have more of a tan, because it's like the end of June, so I'm like getting tan. But I really wish that Cosmo, which is the, I don't know if you would call this green, brown, blue, I don't know. It's a really interesting color, and you can't really tell because the lighting sucks. I need a better location. But I don't know, it just sucks because like I want to be able to load this on and I can't because it won't pick up. So that always kind of turns me off because I'm always disappointed by that. But I mean, I do like this palette a lot. It's just I'm always like, you know what I mean? Like I wish it did more. But anyway, and then I also I have it in a, I have one of the other ones, but obviously I don't really care for it because I don't even have it out. But yeah, so that's the story with the Zendo. I would definitely not get the bigger one because it has like blues and stuff, and like honestly, as pretty as they are, I'm not gonna wear blue eyeshadow. Like not on a daily basis in any way, shape, or form am I gonna be wearing any kind of bright blues unless I'm like going out, and I don't really do that much. So anyways, I wanted to share that with you. Another thing that I got that I really like is the Chanel Le Beige Water Fresh Tint. And this is the one that has the little spheres that as you rub it in, they break up on you, on your face, and then it's like a burst of water, kind of. I love this stuff, and I would use it every day, but it's expensive, and I recently purchased some other more suited for summer type of stuff. So I'm trying not to use this, but I love this crap, and I can't wait for this winter to use it all the time. So it's expensive, kind of. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's any more expensive than the other ones that are out, but it's definitely worth the money. Because and this is coming from somebody that I don't like to wear a lot of heavy foundation and stuff. So another thing that I got, I've been spending way too much money on makeup, but this is not really makeup. This is the Supergoop Matte Screen SPF 40, and it's a mineral sunscreen, and it is mattifying, and it works. I work where I'm in and out of a vehicle all day, and I live in the South, so I'm out in the sun and the heat, and as of so far, as of yet, it has not disappointed me. So I actually bought another bottle of it to put in my work bag so that halfway through the day I can reapply it. So anyway, I really like this stuff, and it does good under makeup from what I've used so far. I also got the, this is Tom Ford Traceless Foundation Stick, and this is in Ivory Beige, which is 5.6, and I would have to say that I hit it dead on with the color. Like, you can't even see it, it's right here. But it matches me to a T. But again, I have oily skin, and I'm not somebody who wears a lot of foundation. So this is something that would be more for like going out, if I'm going to be out for a long time, or like in the winter I can wear this. But it works really well. I really like it. Okay, another foundation that I got was the Chantecaille Future Skin Oil-Free Gel Foundation. And this, I haven't completely made my mind up about this yet. It's in the color Shea, which I feel like is a pretty good match. Doesn't really have any kind of smell, really. I don't know. I'm not crazy about the consistency, and it pulls a little bit too warm for me, for my liking. But I have it on today, and it's fine. It's just, it costs a lot. They're very proud of their products, which, I mean, their products are good. But I really don't think I would buy this again. Once I use this up, I probably would not buy it again. It does work good, but it's just a foundation. Like, I have one other product from this company, okay, and I really like that product. But this one, I feel like you could get from the drugstore and be just as good with it. Now, as far as how long it wears and all that stuff, I mean, it looked good today. I used my Cover FX setting powder because I have oily skin and it's hot today. And it looked really good. And that's another thing. My opinion on the Laura Mercier, I just finished a Laura Mercier powder and had been using it for a really long time. And I used it up, so I switched over to the Cover FX. And this is in medium. I got this on sale at TJ Maxx because it was, probably because it's dark. And I'm able to use it right now. And I used it, and it's way better than the Laura Mercier. So just a note, that's just my opinion, but yeah. So, but this gel foundation, I really feel like this is gonna have to be like a summer, like deep summer, early fall when I'm super dark, because it's really pulls dark on me. And this is in the color Shea. So it's a good product, but for the money, like, I still am just kind of like teetering on the edge of sending it back because of how much it was. But I like that it's oil-free, which is perfect for me in the summer. So I'll probably keep it, but I probably wouldn't buy it again. Another thing that I got from Chantecaille was the Real Bronze in Goa. And this is so freaking awesome. Like, it's in this cheapy kind of packaging, and I was like, ugh. But like, the product itself is so good. Like, it's like it's just such a good color. So you can see how dark it is, but it's like that, it's like a gelée type consistency, and I don't have a lot of products like that, so this is like very different for me. But it blends good. Like, you can see it's just blending right in. This is beautiful. I really do like this bronzer. What else did I get? I bought they had the like lip balm sampler pack on sale at Sephora for $20, and I'm like, well, I've been wanting to try Pat McGrath because, oh my god, it's so good. But like, this is the Nude Venus Lip Fetish Divine Lip Shine. And I like it. It's very different from any other product I've ever had. But I don't think I would pay, I don't know. I wouldn't pay that much money for it. No, I wouldn't pay that much money for it. What else? Surratt. So, I watched a video from somebody recommending Surratt. So in particular, the Perfectionist Concealer Palette. And I didn't know which one to buy. And I actually sent back one because I got number 1 and it was way too light. And I have 2 and I have 3. And the thing about it is, like, you would think that 3 would be darker, And it kind of is a little darker, but they're very similar. So you can see them beside each other. And this is number 2. And this is number 3. And I don't know, you can definitely tell they're darker. One's darker, you know, obviously this one's darker. But, you know, it's just kind of like, they're so similar. And it's like, which one? So I thought I would just keep them both because it does work really good. The concealer works really good, but you don't need much. And then the setting powder, what I've used so far of it is very good also. These are probably going to get super messy, and these are very pricey, but I figured, you know, this is something that you only need one of these types of products. And so I have 2 really good ones that will last me for years. So that is the concealer, because sometimes, you know, you just want to play with makeup and put on a concealer. Yeah, so there's that. So I'm going to hang on to those, definitely keeping those. And what else? Oh, another thing that I got recently was and I have put it up in my purse, but I got the Fenty Invisimatte. Now, I'm not a huge Rihanna fan because of, I'm just not. I'm not going to kiss her butt or anything like that. But this is the Universal Instant Refresh On The Go Filter Effect, the blotting powder. And before this, I've had one from The Balm, I think. And it's one heck of a blot. And I have had that powder forever. And it started smelling weird. So I'm like, maybe it's time for me to... And I'm like, around the edges is all that's left. And I'm like, maybe it's time to find a new one. And I looked and I was surprised because there's not a lot of options, but there were so many good reviews on this one, the blotting powder from Rihanna, so I got it, and it is really good. I would definitely recommend it. Let's see. What else? So I'm going to be sending back the Patrick Ta. Like, I have the box, and I'm just going to send it back because for that amount of money, I'm just not impressed with it. Just not. And I have so many other bronzers. I actually bought the Gucci bronzer as well, and I sent it back because it was like, it didn't blend worth a crap, like, to me, in my opinion. The packaging is gorgeous, but I didn't buy it just for the packaging. I mean, that helps. So I bought something from ColourPop. And I've kind of gotten out of ColourPop because it's like, I'm starting to realize that, like, it's better to purchase like one high quality product and just have that than to have a bunch of different colors and all this that you're not going to use. I've been down that road. So, but I went on ColourPop and they had this Barbie thing they came out with. They had a palette and I was like, no, I don't need it. But they had lipstick, and MAC actually came out with a Barbie lipstick. It was like MAC X Barbie or MAC and Barbie or whatever, and I couldn't find it. It was sold out, you know, so when I saw this, I was like, ooh. And so I got all 3. I got Golden Beach, and this one is probably my least favorite. It is like nude. It is like the same, it's pretty, but it's the same color as my face. When I put it on, you can't really tell that I have it on. So this one is probably my least favorite just because, you know, I can't wear it in the summer. I'll be able to wear it this winter. But then I also got the Malibu Sunset, which is this one here. I've been playing with them. This one is very intense. Like, look at that. It's like reddish pink almost. Like, super cool toned, dark fuchsia. I would call that fuchsia. And then the other one is called Dream House, and this is my favorite one. This one is like the in-between, and there's that one. And it's really pretty. And you can't even really fully get the effect of it because the light's not right, but very pretty. So I got those, and that's the only thing that I've purchased from ColourPop in quite a long time. And that's all I'm planning on purchasing from them for quite a long time. But I saw the Barbie thing, and I was like, I'm going to get it just for the nostalgia of Barbie, you know, because most of the stuff that comes out that's Barbie is lame or you can't get it. So I thought it was really cool. It also came with lip liners like that match it, so you could mix and match them. Like you could use the dark pink with the light pink and not have it be so bright. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, so there's that. And then I also got, apparently Marc Jacobs is going out of business or something, or their makeup line is anyway. So this was on sale for half off, and this is the one in Tantalize. I have Tantastic as well, or Tantric, and it's nowhere near this dark. Like, this one is super dark and pretty cool toned. So I was like, well, I'm gonna get it because I have the other one, and I was just kind of like, what is the big deal about this stuff? Because I bought it and it was not that great, and I think it's because it's not dark enough for me. So I went ahead and got that, and I mean, I haven't really used it a whole lot because I've been using the other stuff that I got. But I got the Tom Ford one, bronzer. And where is it? It came in this like fancy little bag like the Surratt and the Gucci did. And it's tiny. Like, I didn't realize I was getting one this small. Like, I feel like this is like the miniature one, and I was supposed to get the bigger one. I don't know. It seems so small to me for how much money it was. But anyway, it is, I haven't really messed with this one a whole lot. Like I said, I've been playing with the other ones. It is not really very dark. I'm not really a huge fan of it, to be honest with you. Like, I wouldn't mind returning it, but I don't even know where I bought it. I think I bought it from like Macy's or something like that. So I'll probably just freaking keep it. Put it back in the box. Maybe it can be for like the winter. Kind of bummed out about it because I thought it was going to be so great. But like when you compare it to this one from Chantecaille, it's like there's no comparison. Like, it's way better. But anyway, I also got, and I have quite a few bronzers, but I also got the Charlotte Tilbury one. It's in the airbrush bronzer, and it's good. I like it. But I haven't played with it a whole lot. It's very pigmented, and it, you know, seems to blend out pretty well, but I'll have to play with it more to figure out, you know, how much I like it. I mean, it is a lot of bronzer, so, you know, it's at least worth the money, I think, but the question is it good enough to be like, oh my god, it's so great. So I'm kind of holding on to the boxes in case I decide that I'll just want to bail and jump ship and not keep them. But yeah, those are the new things that I've got. I have tons of other makeup, but I feel like just going through this stuff was enough. Another thing I got, and I kind of just put it up, and I haven't been messing with it because I was trying to use up my Laura Mercier powder, but I got this because everybody raves about it. It's the Airbrush Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting Micro Powder, and it's in the compact, you know. And I also bought I bought the Chikuhodo P8 or whatever it's called. I think it's called P8. Pate. Super expensive. But I used this one time and I felt like my face looked cakey. And I don't know if I just used too much or what, but I was like, dude, that ain't that great. It's very powdery to me. Like, it's very intense. It's not for somebody who's not looking for full coverage, I'll say that. Obviously. But anyway, so yeah, so I like it, but I was kind of like, whoa, you know, so I put it up. And honestly, I've been using, but I'm kind of thinking that I want to get out of using like loose powder because it's so messy and everything. So that was my thinking behind getting this. So I want to use up what I have. And that's the other thing is, you know, I was thinking about doing that 10 in 10 where you use 10 products for 10 days or whatever. So I was doing some research on it, and it seems like a lot of people are doing where you have to use 10 of a product to buy a new one. So like I would have to use up 10 bronzers to get a new bronzer, which would take a really long time. So basically you can't buy any makeup, which would be good for me because I don't need any more makeup. But I feel like I've kind of got it out of my system. Another thing I bought is this. This is the Sculpt 1 from Sonia G. This is the only brush from her that I have. And I